Today is the continuation of yesterday's topic. The topic was, if you remember, I was talking about galvanometer, ammeter, and voltmeter. These three kinds of instruments I was talking about. What is a galvanometer? It detects current and it has low resistance, not very low, but low resistance. Ammeter measures current and it has very low resistance, very low resistance. And a voltmeter measures voltage and it has a very high resistance. Okay, now give the heading conversion of galvanometer. This is a very important topic for this guys. Into number one, into an ammeter. Into an ammeter. First we'll see this and then I will show how we can change a galvanometer into a voltmeter. So we'll be drawing a figure. Galvanometer you all must have seen, or okay, I think you have not seen because the school is closed. Galvanometer will have a pointer in the center and its resistance I take as G ohm. The value of G is quite low, and 5 ohm, 10 ohm, this kind of value, but not very low. And galvanometer can give full steady current, that is the maximum current which we can allow through the galvanometer is suppose Ig. The value of Ig is low. It measures or it allows only a small current to pass through, because a heavy current will damage it. Will damage the pointer, the galvanometer. It will burn the coil. Now we want to change this galvanometer. This is galvanometer. This is galvanometer. Galvanometer of resistance G ohm, which can give full steady pressure with the current Ig. This current through the galvanometer passing is Ig. You want to change it to an ammeter now. So ammeter is what kind of device? Very low resistance. How can we lower the value of this resistance? There are two methods I mentioned before also, that series method and parallel method. In series method, the resistance is greater than the greater, the resistance value increases, and in parallel, the value of resistance decreases. So we have having a resistance which is low. How can we further make it low? How can we further reduce it? You have to connect another low resistance, very low resistance in parallel with this, in parallel to this one, galvanometer. The very low resistance which we connect in parallel to the galvanometer, that is called shunt and denoted by S. S means shunt. What is a shunt? A shunt is a low resistance wire which is always connected in parallel. To reduce the overall resistance of the circuit, or it prevents the damage or burning of the galvanometer. How does it prevent? Now the entire thing, suppose total current, very high current is being I. From if there is parallel, current gets divided. Ig will flow through this, and what current will flow through this? I minus Ig will be passing through this. This minus this will be passing through this side, and again it will become I. Now we can measure the entire setup will be behaving as an ammeter like this. We will draw this one now. This entire setup will behave as an ammeter. You can add A. Then this thing is called ammeter. This thing is changing into ammeter. Because ammeter has got very low resistance. So now the very low resistance wire which is connected in parallel to a galvanometer, in order to make the resistance of the circuit very low, and in order to prevent the damage of burning of the galvanometer, is called a shunt, denoted by S. Shunt, S-H-U-N-T. I have written it already here. Now we are making a formula. What should be the value of shunt, or what type of equation we should follow here? So we will see they are in parallel. This one G ohm and S ohm. This is also a kind of resistance. They are in parallel. So parallel voltage will be the same. Here voltage and here the voltage will be the same. And what is the formula voltage? The formula voltage is IR. V equal to IR. So we will be taking I and multiply by the resistance here. Write like this: Ig into G equal to, here again current into the resistance. Current out here is I minus Ig. This into S. Here will be writing like this: I minus Ig into S. We will be following this equation and finding the value of S. Therefore, if you want, you can make S the subject of formula, or you can leave the equation in this format only. And this equation will help you to calculate the value of S. S means the value of the shunt. What will the value of the shunt required if you want to measure a high current? High current you want to measure, or there is a range for it. The ammeter will have a range. Suppose you want to measure 10 ampere current, the value of I you put 10, this value of I is 10 ampere. And the idea why it prevents the damage, the idea is like this: 10 ampere current, suppose the galvanometer can withstand 0.001 ampere current, and from the source 10 ampere current is coming, or 10 ampere current you want to measure using this galvanometer only. It cannot measure, it will get damaged. So 10 ampere, out of 10 ampere, whatever is required for it, 0.001 ampere will flow through it, and what is the remaining part? 10 minus this, that will flow through this. That is maximum current. Maybe 1% current is passing through the galvanometer and 99% current passes through the shunt, because this has got very low resistance, very low. If the resistance is low, the current will be very high. So high current will flow. In comparison, this is very low. The maximum current will flow through this and will come out. That means the galvanometer will not receive high current. High current is going through the shunt. So it protects the galvanometer by passing maximum current of the circuit through itself. It allows maximum current to pass through itself and will be preventing the damage of the galvanometer. That is the rule of the shunt. So this is the equation we follow, and this is the circuit we follow when we want to change a galvanometer into an ammeter. There we are using a shunt. So this diagram is important and the equation is important. This will help you in doing some problems. And another thing to be noted here, write it on: approximate resistance of the ammeter will be equal to S. This is also an important point here. Approximate resistance of the ammeter will be equal to the value of S. What is it? I will tell you about that. Suppose G is 10 ohm. G value is 10 ohm, and the value of S is 0.001 ohm. It has got very low value in comparison, 0.6 something in decimal place. When you put in parallel, your answer comes less than the list. Your answer will come slightly lesser than this value. In parallel, answer is less than the list. Your answer will come slightly less than this, which we approximate, and it will become equal to this value, because this has got already very low value. That is, the approximate resistance of the entire ammeter of the entire circuit will be equal to the value of X. Approximate value of X, not the very exact value, but the approximate value will be equal to the value of shunt. Okay, whatever value of shunt we are calculating, the approximate resistance of the ammeter will be equal to the value of the shunt value. Okay. Now, second part is we are converting a galvanometer into a voltmeter. Now you can give the heading here: into a voltmeter. Second part, into a voltmeter. How can we change a galvanometer into a voltmeter? So for that we will be drawing the diagram here. This is the galvanometer with G ohm, and it gives full scale deflation for the current Ig. Now we want to change this galvanometer into a voltmeter. Now, voltmeter. We know the fact that the voltmeter is a very high resistance device. So to change into voltmeter, galvanometer has got a resistance G ohm, the value of which is low, maybe 10 ohm, 20 ohm, this kind of value. How can we make it very high? The method of making the resistance high, or method of increasing the value of resistance is what? Series. You have to go for a series combination. So you have to connect a high resistance in series. A high value of resistance you have to put in series, and that high resistance in series will denote by R. We will not denote it by S. S means shunt, and shunt is always put in parallel, and the value of shunt is very low. here we are having a very high resistance connected in series with the galvanometer, then the entire setup will behave as a voltmeter. The resistance value already become very high. One example, suppose we are having the value is 10 ohm and R value is 10,000 ohm. 10,000 ohm. Then what is the total resistance of the voltmeter? 10,000 plus 10. Then what is the answer? 10,000 10 ohm. The value becomes already very high. Overall resistance becomes very high, then it acts as a voltmeter. Now the entire setup now will be behaving as a voltmeter. Here we will be writing V. V is voltmeter. Now the entire thing is behaving as a, this thing is behaving as a voltmeter. This circuit will behave as a voltmeter. And this is how exactly we make a voltmeter and we make ammeter on the basis of these two principles. Over there we use shunt and here we are using a high resistance in series. High resistance in series to the galvanometer is used to change a galvanometer into a voltmeter. Let us write the equation here. What equation we can write? We will write what is the, from this end to this end the voltage will be same, that will be equal to V. We write here V is equal to IR. What is the current flowing through both of them? Series same current will flow, that is IG, into what is the resistance from this end to this end? Series this plus this add, then you can get G plus R. So we will follow this formula when we are converting a galvanometer into a voltmeter. And from this equation we normally calculate the value of R. We will be calculating the value of resistance R. And the value of R when we calculate it becomes very high. The value of R is found to be high. Now another thing we will note it down, write down here approximate value of resistance of the voltmeter is equal to R. The approximate value of resistance will be of the voltmeter will be equal to the value of R, that is resistance. Whatever is the value of R we are having. I gave just some time back I gave one example. The value of G is 10 ohm and R is 10,000 ohm. What is the total resistance? Actual answer is what? 10,000 plus 10,010. But when you take it approximately 10,010, 10 is nothing in comparison to this one. That means we can take approximately 10,000 only. Or if it is 10 and this is 50,000, actual answer is supposed to become 50,010. But what is the approximate value? Will be equal to 50,000. We will be taking the approximate value equal to the value of R. Whatever extra thing you are adding on, the approximate value will be equal to the value of extra resistance which you are putting, either in series or in parallel. In case of ammeter, it is parallel, we are putting shunt, so approximate value equal to the shunt. And here we are putting R, that is high resistance. The approximate value will be equal to the value of R. Okay, then now we will be doing some problems on the conversion of galvanometer into ammeter and also into a voltmeter. There are problems which looks like very important for your batch, because this type of question came in the year 2018 and all. So now after 2-3 years and the syllabus is limited now, they have reduced it further. So this looks highly important according to me. So please learn it well, the problems I am giving now on the conversion of galvanometer into voltmeter and also into. And I have a question here. The question says a moving coil galvanometer. Don't bother about moving coil, that we will learn later, but just bother the word galvanometer. A moving coil galvanometer of resistance 25 ohm. I write down information. Galvanometer's resistance is 25 ohm. That is capital G value is 25. Gives full scale deflection when 10 milliampere current is passed through it. That means the value of IG, current through the galvanometer, maximum current is 10 milliamperes. I write that information. IG value is given 10 milliampere. Giving necessary calculations, explain with the help of a diagram how this galvanometer may be converted into a voltmeter of range 20 volt. You are changing this galvanometer into a voltmeter of range 20 volt. The range of the voltmeter, the maximum voltage which you want to read is 20 volt. You have to draw a diagram and you have to show suitable calculations. How will you do it? So first we draw the diagram, and the diagram will help you in writing to mark it up, rather you are using your concept. Right here, G galvanometer value is 25 ohm, and Ig value also written. Ig value is 10 milliampere. 10 milliampere is 10 into 10 to the power minus 3 ampere. 10 into 10 to the power minus 3 ampere, right? Milli value is 10 to the minus 3 that I am putting here. And the value of capital G is how much? 25 I wrote here, right? And you know the method that how we can change to voltmeter by using a high resistance. High resistance here in series with this. Then the entire thing is behaving as a voltmeter. Entire thing is behaving as a voltmeter. In series you are putting an entire setup is behaving as a voltmeter. How much volt it should read? 20 volt. Maximum voltage it should read is 20 volt. 20. So now how can we write equation that V is equal to voltage across this lattice Ig bracket G plus R. Put the value of voltmeter reading should be 20. Ig value to get 10 into 10 to the power minus 3. Capital G value is 25 and R is unknown. This will take it down and we will do the calculation. It will become 10 upon this value, 10 into 10 to the minus 3 is equal to 25 plus R. This will be coming up, we will be working this out. Here it becomes 2000. 2000 equal to 25 plus R. This will come this side, we get 1975 ohm is the value of R. 1975. Therefore, now we will conclude also how we are changing. Now we will be writing the concluding part of this question. Therefore, resistance or high resistance of 1975 ohm should be connected in series. Should be connected in series with the galvanometer. And here is the diagram. And after calculation, the value of R now we will put in the diagram also 1975 ohm. We will put that value here also. And diagram we already made, so this question is solved. Okay. What is the total resistance of the voltmeter? Total resistance not there in the approximate value, but what is the total resistance of the voltmeter? Total resistance of the voltmeter is this one is seen in this add 1975 plus 25. What is the answer coming? 2000 ohm. So that is the total resistance of the voltmeter. That value which is very high. But approximate value will be this value only because 1975 in comparison to this 25 is very small, and it's almost nothing. So the approximate value will be equal to this value, whatever extra thing you are adding. So this is the solution for this question. Now one extra thing I am going to do. By chance, if they say you are having a galvanometer of resistance 25 ohm and situation can be gives good calculation with 10 milliampere current. Now we want to change this into an ammeter now. Instead of voltmeter, the question says change it into ammeter of range 20 ampere now. 20 ampere. The ammeter should read 20 ampere, maximum of 20 ampere. Ammeter measures ampere and voltmeter measures volt. So this time the question says it should measure 20 ampere. How can you change it into ammeter which can read up to 20 ampere and draw the diagram and show the necessary calculation? The question says that. In the beginning only we will plan out. We want to change this into an ammeter. Ammeter is a low resistance device. How can we make the value very low? You have to use a shunt. You will be drawing the diagram here and writing S. S means shunt. And you have to calculate the value of shunt. Now the entire thing should read how much? 20 ampere. So I write 20 ampere here. 20 ampere it should read. Then the entire thing is behaving as a ammeter. Ammeter 20 ampere. It should read 20 ampere. The same question, I am talking a little extra about that. Now we are changing the same galvanometer into an ammeter now. And let us see what should be the value of shunt needed and the circuit diagram already drew in the beginning only, and now we calculate the value of S. Let us check. We know the voltage will be the same. Voltage across this and voltage across this will be the same. What is the voltage formula? I into R, this into this. Here if you want to get Ig into G is equal to, here the current flowing will be I minus Ig into S. And now find answer. Now Ig value we have 20, this one 10 into 10 to the power minus 3 into the value of G we are having 25. I minus 20 minus this I don't know. Actually 10 into 10 to the power minus 3, that means 10 into 10 to the power minus 2. If you change decimal 0.01. Out of 20 ampere, 0.01 current flows here. 0.01 ampere flows here. How much is the current left over here? I minus Ig value will become 20 minus this, that will become 19.99. You can use calculator for this. That you can put the value in calculator. The value of this one at 19.99 into S. And now I will be calculating the answer for this. This is approximately 20. You can take this as 20, or you can use calculator and find the exact answer. So I will, the value of X will come 25 into this will come 0.25 upon 20. This I will take this as 20 nearly, or you can write 19.99 only. 19.99, and now divide using calculator and check the answer comes how much. I guess the answer will come 0.0125. The answer will come this much. There may be mistake in calculation, we will check, but the value will come very less. What is the value of S coming? This is the value. The value which is low or high, it has to come very low. It's coming 0.125, very low. So, what should be the value of shunt will be used for this purpose? Then we will conclude as now. Therefore, a shunt of 0.0125 should be added to the galvanometer in parallel. If you mention in parallel, if you use the word shunt, parallel is not a necessary term to be used, because shunt is always put in parallel. Or you can adjust. Therefore, a shunt of 0.0125 ohm is to be added with the given galvanometer in parallel to change the galvanometer into the ammeter of the range 20. So that is the answer. By chance, if we ask you what is the approximate value of the resistance of the ammeter, that will be equal to the value of S. The value of S is already very low. The answer will be nearly equal to this value. Because if you see the exact value formula will be writing, parallel formula will use. The exact formula of parallel is what? 1 by resistance is equal to 1 by this plus 1 by this, and write 1 by 25, 1 by 0.125. That is we will do. The point you can remove 1000 coming here. You can cancel it. 25 ones are 25. 8 cancel go. 1 by R LCM you are taking 25. 1 plus 200 will come here. 1 by R, this is coming 200 by 25. Therefore, R value will come 25 by 200. This 200 cancel. 1 by 8. Divide 1 by 8. Answer is coming this way. 1 by 8. Answer is this much. 0.0125 ohm only will come. This answer only will come. So you will not show this working. Approximate value will be equal to the value of S. If by chance the question asks you to do that, then we will get answer. I am not very sure of the calculation part. You can check it, calculate whatever answer comes, that answer only will write. Another question we have. This is one year IC question. Okay. Now another question is here. This is also IC question. Question said the resistance of a galvanometer is 50 ohm. The resistance of a galvanometer is 50 ohm. It is converted into a voltmeter using a 10 kilo ohm resistor. 10 kilo ohm resistor, and B, an ammeter using a 10 milliohm resistor. Calculate the resistance of the voltmeter and the ammeter. Calculate the resistance of the voltmeter and the ammeter to an accuracy of two significant figures. You have to find your answer in two significant figures. Okay, now how to find answer? Answer for A. G is 50 ohm given, and we are changing it to voltmeter by using this resistor. That this resistor must be in series. G R, then we have voltmeter there. Two significant figures is approximate answer. You can write answer now. Resistance of voltmeter equal to this value, 10 kilo ohm. Nothing, no calculation you show. That is answer. Finished. This is in how many significant figure? 2, because 1 and 0 there are two figures are there. So it's already two significant figures. That is the only answer. No need to show any calculation. That is the answer. Second part B. Resistance of ammeter equal to same answer, 10 milliohm, without any calculation. Finished. This is also in two significant figure. This is the value of S shunt. This is the value of S. And this is the value of R. Approximate value, significant figures and all, they find more approximate kind of value. So that value will be equal to the value which we are putting extra over there, either in series or in parallel. So that is the only answer. Finished. Actual answer is supposed to come 10 kilo is for 10,000. 10,000 plus 50, 10,050. But this 50 is negligible in comparison to 10 kilo. So the answer remains this only, two significant figures. This is the only answer. 10,050 doesn't have two significant figures, rather it has got 5 significant figures, 10 and 500, 10050, then 5 significant figures it has. So now it is in two significant approximate values, 10 kilo ohm directly. Okay, this question is also solved. And that particular, this question was carrying only 2 marks. 1 mark for just writing, 1 mark for this, without doing any kind of calculation. You don't have to show any kind of calculation. Okay, now the another question also, one here IC question. Question says a galvanometer having 30 divisions has a current sensitivity of 20 microampere per division. 20 microampere per division. So stop. It has a resistance of 25 ohm. The galvanometer has a resistance of 25 ohm. How will you convert it into an ammeter reading up to 1 ampere? First part. How will you convert it into an ammeter reading up to 1 ampere, and the second part be a voltmeter reading up to 1 volt. So that is the question. Question says the galvanometer has got 30 divisions. Number of divisions is 30. Number of division is 30 and sensitivity is this much, 20 microampere per division. And you are going to change into ammeter first, which can read up to 1 ampere, and into voltmeter up to 1 volt. First we draw the diagram. We are having a galvanometer of resistance. Galvanometer resistance is given 25 ohm. The question I read it, 25 ohm. So G value you can add on top 25 ohm. And let us check what is the sensitivity. 20 microampere. One division current is 20 microampere. And 30 division, there are total 30 divisions current will be how much? 30 into 20. That means we can see in the answer part here we can write it below. Answer. I mean Ig value is 30 into 20 microampere. 600 Macro value is 10 to the power minus 6. The answer will come 6 into 10 to the power minus 4 ampere. That is 0.0006 ampere will come. So if you want to get Ig value, this much 0.0006 ampere here. And now we are changing this galvanometer into an ammeter. How we can change? By shunt. Shunt is parallel. So you have to put a shunt over here, that is S. And the entire thing is changing into an ammeter, and it should be how much? 1 ampere. So 1 ampere reading should give, right? 1 ampere here. 1 minus this, I will write it here. 1 minus this, answer will come 0.9994 ampere. I subtracted 1 minus this and I wrote it here directly. Now we can do the working for part A. Current into resistance, directly into this 0.0006 into 25 equal to this into this 0.9994 into S. Therefore find the value of S. The value of S, when you calculate, this is nearly equal to 1. 0.999 is nearly equal to 1. 25 6 is 50. The answer will come 0.015 ohm. In calculator, the answer will not come exactly, but you have to round it off, and answer will come 0.015. Now, second part, we are changing it to draw the diagram. This is the diagram for ammeter. That is first part. Second part diagram, you can draw it here. This is G is 25 ohm, and Ig value after changing the value in decimal 0.0006 ampere. You have to put a high resistance now, then in order to change into voltmeter. Here is the voltmeter. Voltmeter should read 1 volt. So second part, how do we do? Directly 1 is equal to 1 volt is equal to V is equal to IR. This Ig, or you can add was Ig into G plus R. The value of V is 1. The value of Ig is 0.006. G is 25 plus R. This will come down 1 upon 1 more 0 here. 1 upon 0.0006 equal to 25 plus R. And now divide and find the value of R. This will be subtracted. The answer will come 1642 ohm. This is the value of R. The value of R is high, and the value of S is very low, 0.015. So this is also 1 year IC question. This type of question is very important, and it's most likely to come in your exams. So electric circuit, I think next day, that is Monday, we will be doing the Kirchhoff's laws of electric circuits. So that law you have to done in detail, so that's why we will do it separately on Monday. So for today we are doing this much.